Hello, it's day 5 of the demo and figuring out this bathroom as we go because we need to remodel it as fast as possible and as budget friendly as possible and as smart as possible so that we can get the best out of this space as possible. You get the drift, right? So right now I was going through some scenarios with my dad, and by the way, day 5 also of me demoing and doing all the things. Yesterday I was feeling it. I was feeling it a lot. The second day I was feeling it because, well, the first day I demoed and I put everything, like, it wasn't too hard physically, but the second day when I went to get the vanity, that day was stressful because there were so many things that we needed to get done and get the vanity here, and then I didn't have enough time. There was like a complication. You'll see that if you go back to the second video. I'll put it over here so you can see. But day 5, we're trying to figure out the configuration of the shower, or we should put a tub because it's better for value, although we also have a tub in the other bathroom. So let me just show you what we're going through, and then I have to demo and get rid of this enclosure right now. So with my mom, we were talking yesterday a little bit about what to do with the shower. If we put the 48 by 48 pan that we're thinking of, that would extend it to where you see the lines here, right there. We would have to, because we're just putting the pan, then everything else would be tile up. I recommend going all the way up to the ceiling, because I've done it before where I stop right there, kind of there, and it's a pain because with the steam from the shower, it collects on the walls and then you still have to clean them, and it's better just to clean the tile than to clean the wall. And then once you stop also doing, when you do the tile and you stop the work there, there's like more to do there, a little bit more that goes into the whole thing. Anyways, so to make it real quick here, we're trying to figure out here how we would do it, because in this scenario where we do the 48-inch pan, which I think we might be going for, I think we might have already found a solution. The 48-inch pan here, then we do the tiling. The only concern with that is that we're gonna need a lot of tile, and that's gonna make it maybe more expensive unless I find a good tile that's nice, that looks elegant, timeless, and that is affordable. Let me go find that right now because this is all in the spur of the moment. And then with that said, then we would need to have a door, which would be one of those really nice glass doors. I've been seeing a lot that are, affordable, and the only thing that they would be only 48 inches. But because we have this right here where the wall stops, there's some enclosures, doors, some doors that have the 48, but then it goes to 32 inches on the side, and that's way too deep into the wall because we do want to have a closet over here. So that's kind of like ruled out. I already looked everywhere to see if there's anywhere where we would have something that's like shorter, that would be maybe 12 inches on the side. I haven't been able to find anything. And I was trying to customize something and figure out how to do this with the doors that I had, but that was a no-go. So let's just start demo. we're on our way, and as you can see, it is fiberglass, and I took a piece out. Then I'm gonna take it in pieces so that I can go dispose of it. It's easier that way, and it's coming out really nice. Now everything is getting out. The only thing I do have to make sure, like that's why it was a little bit harder to go through it with the sawzall here. It's because there's a piece here. I think it's wood, but it shouldn't be too hard. And so I'm gonna cut it into pieces, chop it up as much as possible, and then I can go throw it out. And as you can see, there's still wall here. Still the wall that they have here that they had put is from regular drywall. And in the end, I think what we're gonna end up doing, if everything works out good, is we're gonna do the shower pan. We have these huge tiles that are like 24 by 24, that are kind of like a marble. I don't know if you see them right there. If the walls, I'm gonna ask my plumber, he does tiling too. So if my plumber says that it's okay to use that kind of tile here in the walls for the shower, I also want to do a little bit of a niche in here so that my mom and my dad can have their shampoos and rinse and everything else that they need to have here, like a really nice one there, and maybe go from there. Wow, guys. It seemed once I started, I couldn't stop. So that was a good thing. Otherwise, I would not have come back because this is gruesome work. Definitely wear a mask if you're dealing with this because this is fiberglass and you'll see my clothes. I'll have to go change and shower right now because everything, all the little dust, very fine dust, is all over. And I was cleaning and cleaning as I went. Probably my lens is dirty right now, I'm sorry about that. But everything is done. I just have to go shower, get ready, and clean up a little bit more. But this is it. I do see some damage here. I think, I don't know, maybe they had a previous shower and they did something and they never changed the what do you call this, the drywall. Can you see that? But this is it, guys. Isn't that exciting? I'm kind of beat up, and those are the realities of DIYing and doing things yourself. It is well worth the price if you're able to pay for something, for people to do it for you, because they do it on a daily basis. They know their stuff. But if you want to save a buck or two, in this case, it's I think it's thousands of dollars that we're going to be saving. It's what we need to do because it's where we're at right now with our budget. So let me just show you around here on the other side. And we have to clean up, of course. Yesterday, my plumber had to leave in a rush. He is my, shout out to Juan. He's my neighbor's, one of my neighbor's sons. And he does the plumbing, and I trust him with the plumbing completely because he's worked on other things in our house. And then nothing has leaked. Everything has worked really good. So he did this. This is where he teed off. He ended up saying we're gonna need to open up here, and I had already done the drywall patching a little bit here. That's okay. And I'll have to also do a little bit of damage control here. It wasn't too bad, but he was kneeling down, and he kicked the wall there, and it was still drying. But that's okay, it's not a big deal. And then right there you can see he tees off the drain. And these things that go up, these are things that are, I think they're necessary because they need to go, you know, with the drain, there's like smells and things like that. So it's better to have something like this. It's the pipe that is an outlet for the gases, you could say. That way it doesn't stink, and then it goes out to the outside. We'll have to do something outside too. And then this is the drain part. He needs to bring the tubing for the hot and cold water today. Hopefully he's here today, and he'll move everything over to that side, and we'll close off, and I'll be able to, hopefully he can do that. And then I don't have my shower pan, but I should get it. That way he can start doing the shower pan there. And he can give me maybe a day or two so that I can finish a little bit of the flooring, and then we can come in with the vanity inside so that we can install it. Whoa, that's gonna be a lot. It is day 6 of the master bathroom remodel in my parents' room, and we are going to do something that we have been kind of thinking, but we weren't very decisive on until today, where we started to think through the shower situation. And we had been going back and forth about whether or not to do the shower, just leave it as a shower, or put in a bathtub, which was kind of like what I was going for. And I was talking to my sister, and my sister's like, well, you're gonna get more value if you sell the house later. The bathtub and shower situation is always good because people like that, which is absolutely true. And my mom was saying, no, I just want a shower. I don't want to make anything crazy. So we were thinking about extending the shower here. This is, by the way, how it looks like now that I did the demo. I am kind of dead right now. I needed to take ibuprofen and vitamin B12 today because I was absolutely dead and beat. This was a beastly job, by the way. And so going back to the bathtub situation and shower situation, we were thinking of doing a 48 by 48 shower. But the only thing was that the wall right here that you see here is in the way because even if we did a 48-inch shower right here, it's 48 inches from here to the wall. And then the previous shower was 48 by 32 depth. So we were thinking about extending it to 48 out, 48 by 48. But this wall right here was gonna be something that we either needed to move back a little bit or move all the way to the 48 inches so that we could put in the shower doors. And I was like kind of like thinking through it, thinking maybe I can use some of the previous shower door situation so that we could like customize it, take off the frame and put a new frame and do this and that. Anyways, I went back and forth. I talked to my dad, talked to my mom, and just today we were deciding like, what do we do? Because I was thinking if we're gonna, and then like late last night, my mom was like, just leave it a shower how it was. We'll do the 32 by 48 pan at the bottom and we'll do the tiling. Well, my mom was like, that's a lot of tiling. I don't want to do all that. And I'm like, yeah, but it's more time, well, not time, but more budget friendly if we do the tile instead of doing the other options that we were thinking about. Then today came back to the space and we were like thinking, well, we should have done this and that. And I'm like, well, we're already on the way. So thinking about it just with a fresh perspective, today we were thinking, let's just get this wall out. We're already at this point where I already did this, which was, I think, one of the biggest things. Getting this wall out is not gonna be a big deal. And what we're gonna end up doing is actually doing the bathtub. And we're gonna do a bathtub with enclosure, which is gonna be fiberglass or PVC, whatever it is right now. I think it's PVC. And I saw something on the Home Depot, it's like $500. It's got a really nice, the bathtub, and then it's got 3 walls where you can customize in the middle a niche, like a long niche that I wanted to do. And it's gonna be cost effective, time effective, which is the biggest thing that we want. And that's pretty much what sold us on it. Getting this wall out of the way was our only obstacle, and doing the other 2 options that we wanted to do was going to be more about customizing, figuring out if it would work or not, or making it smaller and taking off a value from the shower and ultimately from the house, because we're going to leave a tiny shower, 32 by 48, in a master bathroom. So we decided to go for the bathtub. That's the main thing today. So right now we're taking this wall out and we're going to get everything here ready. As you can see, we're getting everything ready to get out, to take out the wall. So we're just getting to it right now. Let's go. And by the way, we're gonna leave the plumbing on this side. That way we don't have to move much over here, maybe just like a foot to move all of the tubing and drains. And that's gonna be that, guys. I forgot how dusty it gets. You also need a mask to work like the drywall. So something that I found out right now is there's a drain where all of the gases go out from. That is a part that I didn't know until recently, but it does exist and it's very necessary, because otherwise it has a smell, the drain. I forgot to take out this part over here. It's not gonna come off. Oh, it did come off. We are doing, look how they taped it instead of using something to hold it. Like there's some braces. They use tape. That's crazy. I do not know how we can deal with this. I'm gonna have to ask Juan. And it's just holding on to with screws. So definitely not as structural. I cut through it a little bit. I didn't know it was there. You have to watch for things like that. Electrical, plumbing, all those things, you gotta be careful when you cut things. Day 7 of the master bathroom renovation, guys, and we are here with the enclosure out. That was crazy to get out, and my knees and my legs are still weak from all of that. I don't know if I can take the next project today or if I'll need some time, but I have to make it happen. So I have to go find the tub. I already saw where the enclosure is, but I need to see which one is the tub that goes with that combo. That way we can get it, bring it here or have it delivered and start the installation. But the first thing would be right now, the order of the day, we're gonna demo this wall and then build it up again a foot away, because the enclosure is gonna be with the bath and tubs. The bath, usually the standard is 60 inches in width, and then the depth is like 30 inches. So I have to see to make this wall a little bit, move it forward to the back, because we're not gonna need this to be so far into the room, which is gonna make the room look bigger, which is gonna be great. Took out this part. I already talked to my plumber, to Juan. I'm just gonna call him Juan, guys. He's my plumber. If you want to see who he is, just go back in the videos and see. I talked to Juan, and he said that there's no problem putting this vent. This is a vent for the shower, so we can reroute this going another way, going out. We have this installed already, the hot, the cold water, the vents, and the drain going down. So that's really exciting. And we have the electrical going up here as well. And on top of him doing an outlet and a switch for the lights, we're gonna have something to go out, an outlet to go outside to, because I don't have outlets on this side of the patio. So that's gonna be really exciting, and we can get it all into one project. Let's go get it. Let's go get it, right? We are going to also demo, like I mentioned, this. Let's go, guys. By the way, guys, this video is sponsored and powered by the Word of God. And speaking of it, I want to share my line of planners, Woman of God, 8x5 and 8x10 sizes with Bible verses in every month, and prayer lists with Bible verses that support the importance of prayer and that will encourage you and uplift you while keeping you organized. If you want to support this channel and check them out and purchase, it will help with continuing to share these projects. All the Amazon links are in the description box. Comment as well if you already have yours and got more for your stuffing stockers this Christmas for friends and family. Stay tuned for the video where I will be sharing a bit more of what these planners look like inside and how they all came about, why I'm so passionate about encouraging others with them, and more on other notebooks and journals I've made. Okay, guys, I think we're in the midway, hopefully midway stage of demo. We took out the sink, and what we had to do was unscrew these, which are the lines for hot and cold water. And then it's a stinky smell here right now. I think it's all the trapped air. Because this one doesn't go out. As you can see, it doesn't go outside. It just has this trap, which traps the gases and everything. But we need to cap it with something so it doesn't keep smelling so bad. But you can see this has already, this was here with the, that was the previous material, the laminate. It looks like there was a little bit of water leaking, but that was it. And then we scored the wall right here. We're getting ready to get this out because we need to get this out in order to get this piece of wall here. We needed to reuse it. And then we already took out everything on this side. So exciting. I do see some screws here, so that's all that is to do to get this wall out. And I'm gonna try to use this wood again, so hopefully we can do that. I will need a little bit more because it's gonna be higher on this side. It's a foot more, so we do have an inclination here, an angle to the wall, so we are gonna need a little bit more on the height right here. So we'll see how much. This has truly been a pain in my behind, guys. I'm trying to get it out, but not damaging the wall. I did open a few holes there, but I'll have to patch them up. It doesn't matter. I can do that. But oh my gosh, this thing has been bolted to the walls, and this of all the things, everything was made really cheaply, but man, they built a fort here, guys. They did. Thankfully, there was no water leaking in the installation there with the water. That was good, and it hasn't given us any problems. So I think I should just thank it and say goodbye. Thank you, Vanity. We love you. You served us well. Now it's time to go, baby. It's time to go. You gotta let it go. Guys, it has to go. I'm bringing in this big guns. I tried doing it with the reciprocating saw, but this was too weak. I tried my big hammer. I was able to get this part out finally. I've been getting bits and pieces out, but this top part has not been budging, so I'm sorry. I have to do it with the sawzall now. Let's do this. Oh my God. Got it out. Lo saqué.
Mi hija chula ya se envió todo. Mira. ¿Cuál padre? Ay, mi hija. Hola, hola. Señor Toporo. Señor Toporo, ¿ya lo grabaste?
Ya, ahorita lo estoy grabando. Wow. Wow, wow. Craziness. Such a crazy time.
¿Y por qué esos hoyos?
Yeah, I did that. Tratando de quitarlo. Porque pensé que había 2x4s behind.
No
y traté de que hubiera, I tried pulling it out, you know, with the pry bar. And in it went. So, estaba muy bien hecho. It's really well built, guys. Very well built. I don't know, but it was held together by the power of God. Because it was impossible to get out. Goodness gracious. Okay, now at least I just have all these little bits and pieces. So now we can see if we can remove this whole thing of drywall and not break it. It's been real, guys. It's been real. If you guys are liking this video, go ahead and hammer it down. Hammer that like. Hammer that like. Subscribe. Comment. Whatever you can do, guys, to support the channel. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope that you're liking this video. Finally done, guys. Now we have cleanup to do. It never ends. Never. Guys, I forgot to use my special powers. I should have just done. Now that the hardest part of the whole project was done, I just had to take out the structure there for the wall. And I also had to be careful because I wanted to use those pieces, if you remember me mentioning that before, for building up the wall again once we have the tub in position and ready. So super exhausted, guys. It's been a hard day, and I don't know about you guys, but there's a bunch of people that I see online and they just like hammer away and do all these things. I'm beat up. I'm already like dead. So if you guys are thinking of doing this, definitely, like I was telling you, take your vitamin B12s. And just drink lots of water. I have to go drink water because I think I'm dehydrated a little bit right now. But I'm about to cut this tube, the vent tube, and then I'm going to get the rest of this out. Oops, I demoed the whole bathroom. Not one thing is left. Well, just the toilet. The toilet we did not touch because we had already done it. Oh my goodness, guys, it feels so big and so much potential. So here's the before, or you could say in the middle. Oops, I demoed the bathroom. It's gone. Now it's time to build. So we're gonna transform this whole thing into a beautiful and functional space. I'm dead, by the way, but I'm happy.